UEFA Euro 2028 will be hosted across the United Kingdom and Ireland, featuring a selection of some of the most iconic and modern stadiums in Europe with state-of-the-art facilities, passionate fan bases, and a blend of historic and contemporary architecture. These venues are spread across all 5 nations and range from the legendary Wembley Stadium to the innovative Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and the historic Hampden Park in Glasgow. Join us as we dive into each stadium's unique features. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future videos. Wembley Stadium is located in Wembley, London, and opened in 2007 on the site of the old Wembley Stadium, which stood from 1923 until 2003. The stadium was designed by architectural firms Populous and Foster & Partners and holds a capacity of 90,652, making it the largest stadium in the UK. It serves as home to the England national team, and the stadium hosts many major finals including the FA Cup, EFL Cup and EFL Trophy. However, its use has not been limited to football, and it has also hosted rugby league, rugby union, boxing and American football events. Wembley is no stranger to the European Championships. During the pandemic-delayed Euro 2020, it hosted the final between England and Italy, which the Italian team won on penalties. England won the 1966 World Cup at the old Wembley Stadium and will be hoping to recreate some of that magic in 2028. The Millennium Stadium, known since 2016 as the Principality Stadium for sponsorship reasons, is Wales's national stadium and primarily the home of the Wales national rugby team. The stadium was built to replace the National Stadium and has since become a venue for many major events, including hosting the FA Cup, League Cup and Football League playoff finals, while Wembley Stadium was being redeveloped between 2001 and 2006. It features a distinctive 4-tower construction and a fully retractable roof, one of the biggest stadiums in the world with this feature. At a capacity of 73,952, it is the biggest stadium in Wales and the 4th largest in the United Kingdom. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club's transition from White Hart Lane to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium reflects a century-long evolution in stadium design and infrastructure. The club's original home at White Hart Lane was established in the late 1800s beside High Road. However, regulatory reforms in the 1990s necessitated capacity reductions for the compact site, and a new stadium was planned on adjacent land. Despite initial delays, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium opened in April 2019, accommodating 62,850 fans and setting new standards for football stadiums in the UK. To maintain peak pitch quality, the stadium features separate retractable pitches for football and NFL games, concerts and events. Unlike other stadiums, Tottenham's pitch innovatively splits into 3 sections to retract, a first globally. The City of Manchester Stadium, now known as the Etihad for sponsorship reasons, is the home of Manchester City Football Club. The stadium was originally constructed for the 2002 Commonwealth Games, after which it was converted into a football stadium to serve as a modern replacement for City's former home at Main Road. The club moved into the stadium at the beginning of the 2003 to 2004 season, with Manchester City's takeover in 2008 making them one of the wealthiest clubs in world football. The club has invested heavily in improving and developing the Etihad Stadium and its surrounding facilities. Significant upgrades include the expansion of the South Stand in 2015, and further plans are underway to expand the North Stand. Currently, the capacity of the Etihad stands at 55,000. However, it is expected to hold 61,000 fans by the time of Euro 2028. Everton Stadium is currently under construction on Bramley Moor Dock in Vauxhall, Liverpool, England. Set to become Everton's home ground for the 2025-26 season, it will replace Goodison Park. Bramley Moor Dock, a former commercial dock, will be transformed with the new stadium at its core, becoming the centrepiece of a new mixed-use development featuring shops, housing, a gym and other venues. at an estimated cost of around £750 million. This is a major move for the club, increasing capacity for fans to 52,888, and Euro 2028 will be its first major international tournament. The design includes a brick facade reminiscent of Liverpool's industrial heritage and will offer a state-of-the-art fan experience with modern amenities, hospitality suites and expansive concourses. St James's Park, home to Newcastle United Football Club, is a stadium renowned for its vibrant atmosphere and distinctive appearance, dominating the skyline with a unique shape with one side much larger than the other, resulting from local constraints after plans for a new nearby ground faced strong opposition. The stadium officially opened in 1892, when Newcastle United moved to the site that had already been used for football for several years, and the ground now hosts an impressive 52,350 spectators. The modern ground layout is made up of the Milburn Stand and Leazes End, which are double-tiered, and the East Stand and Gallowgate End, which are single-tiered. The future of St James's Park looks promising following Newcastle United's recent takeover, with potential expansion plans to increase capacity and ongoing modernisation efforts to enhance the fan experience while preserving its historic significance. Hampden Park opened in 1903 in the Mount Florida area of Glasgow, Scotland, and is the national stadium of football in Scotland, home to the Scotland national football team and Queen's Park FC, the oldest association football club in Scotland. It has a seating capacity of 52,032, making it the second largest stadium in Scotland. Hampden Park has hosted 6 European finals, including the 1960 European Cup final between Real Madrid and Eintracht Frankfurt, which, with a crowd of 127,621, is the highest ever recorded attendance for a European Cup final. It also holds the European record attendance for an international football match, set at 149,415 for Scotland v England in 1937, and will be hoping for even more memorable international matches in 2028. Aviva Stadium, also known as Lansdowne Road or Dublin Arena during UEFA competitions, is a sports stadium in Dublin, Ireland with a capacity of 51,711 seats. Built on the site of the former Lansdowne Road Stadium, it opened in 2010 and is home to the Irish Rugby Union and Republic of Ireland football teams. It was designed by Populous and Scott Talon Walker, with a bowl shape and seats covered with a transparent roof, with the total cost for the stadium coming in at €410 million. The stadium, adjacent to Lansdowne Road railway station, is Ireland's only UEFA Category 4 stadium and has previously hosted major events including the 2011 and 2024 Europa League finals. Villa Park is a stadium in Aston, Birmingham, with a seating capacity of 42,640. It has been home to Aston Villa Football Club since it opened in 1897, and in its storied history has hosted 55 FA Cup semi-finals, more than any other stadium. The historic stadium has gone through various stages of renovation and development. In the early 1900s, the ground received several upgrades and stands designed by renowned architect Archibald Leach, with his design for the old Trinity Road stand considered one of the grandest in Britain. Modernisation efforts have seen much of the old ground and stands replaced, resulting in the current configuration of the Trinity Road stand, North stand, Doug Ellis stand and the Holt end. Uncertainty around the redevelopment of Belfast's Casement Park in time for Euro 2028 is raising concerns about whether it will be ready in time to serve as a host venue for the tournament. The stadium is a Gaelic games venue that served as the home ground of the Antrim hurling and Gaelic football teams. However, it has been closed since 2013 and has fallen into a state of disrepair. The plan is to redevelop the stadium into a 34,500 capacity venue capable of hosting international football. But as of 2024, work has only just begun on the site, which involves minor demolition and clearing before the more extensive works can begin. The stadium will need to be ready to host events for a year before Euro 2028 so that rehearsal matches and safety checks can be completed. We hope you enjoyed exploring the stadiums of Euro 2028 with us. If you've made it this far, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.